Greetings, my fellow Americans. I am the base mind, Black American spiritual superstar. And I evolved into this existence by being a Black American descendant of slavery. God had a special purpose for me. He sent me through a particular process to mold and shape my yearning for Him, to mold and shape my desire to please Him. And as an American, that's what I'm having to share today. My vision, my perception of what God has done for me, what God has done for this nation, and what God has in store for this nation. Now, I was born in America, rural Tennessee, raised in Cleveland, attended a traditional black college, Wilberforce University, received my master's MBA from Virginia Commonwealth University. I work in the corporate world for large private companies, worked in the public sector, instructed college students. But throughout my growth and development and time on this planet, I was always fascinated with sports. I was always fascinated with sports achievement. Yes, I attended college on an athletic scholarship. I could wrestle a little bit. But I was really caught up in the world of sports and the superstars. Remember, I came up under the Jim Brown regime. So in Cleveland, we've gone from Jim Brown to LeBron James, superstar to superstar, generation to generation. And I just had a fascination with what it takes to be great, what it takes to excel, what it takes to pay the cost to be the boss. That's always fascinated me. And one thing I was fascinated with, it was the adversity. In order to be a superstar, you've got to overcome. You've got to be able to deal with the forces that are arrayed against you. Magic had to overcome Larry Bird. Bird had to overcome Magic. Muhammad Ali had to deal with Joe Frazier and George Foreman. Peyton had to overcome the Patriots. You have something that you have to do to achieve greatness. And my message, my vision today is that, my fellow Americans, we have a superstar president. Okay, I've always been into the presidencies. I could name them all when I was in elementary school. And I'm telling you, we have a superstar president. President Donald Trump excels at being president. You can look at all the presidential records you want, what they did, what they tried to achieve, what they were about, and he was in the top 5 in his first 2 or 3 years in office. It's amazing. And we're talking about a wealth class populist president, which is really unprecedented for a Republican, but that's what he is. Now, we've had 2 other wealth class presidents who were very popular and had a populist message. And history has been very kind to them. I'm talking about FDR and JFK. Well, Trump followed in their state. He came in with this message, this drive, this determination to change issues that he thought were bad for America, to put Americans first. And it's just amazing how much adversity and resistance that he's had to overcome. Now, we all have these biases and prejudices as human beings. We're imperfect. I had a particular affliction. Even with my superstar focus, I had a particular affliction. I just couldn't relate to Michael Jordan. Okay, I could highlight every negative perception I had. Well, he didn't dribble as well. He didn't rebound as good as he could. He didn't shoot outside, when he first came into the league. I could talk about all things. He wasn't a good teammate. It didn't matter. Whatever. I could find some way to discredit Michael Jordan. He was the enemy. He was Chicago. I was Cleveland. And he was kicking our butts. But through divine mercy, God helped me elevate to a point to where I could appreciate his greatness. This man elevated his game to a point to where he became a cultural icon, had an influence on an impact on the entire world, way beyond his vocation, way beyond just playing basketball. He had an admiration and respect across the board, and I learned to appreciate that. We have a situation same today. These people just have a real problem with President Trump, where he's this, he does that, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. I don't like the way he does this, what he says here. A lot of personal issues that we can always find faults when we want to. But my fellow Americans, this is a bona fide superstar president. There was no way to even conceptualize or expect that this man would be this good at this job, that he would be this good at being president. As an entrepreneur, businessman, he had a tremendous legacy. Okay, he had a tremendous legacy that crossed over. The black community had a tremendous respect and admiration for Trump. It's been documented that he has showed up in 67 hip-hop rap videos deeply entrenched in black culture, and there's always a message of respect and admiration for Trump and the Trump brand. Okay, so Trump has been in our community for decades with a positive resonance. But to be president, he had to overcome one of the most formidable opponents that history had seen. Hillary Clinton had the most impressive, formidable resume that any presidential candidate has ever had. The Clinton machine hadn't lost an election in 3 decades. They were powerful. That was just his first adversity. And I've watched this since he became president. The resistance. My goodness. Why is so much power, so much money arrayed against this president? Why is there so much venom? We know that the corporate world owns the media and so forth, and my goodness, who could have anticipated this level of resistance? But still, this superstar president has kept his confidence, kept his focus, kept to his promises, continued to do what he does best, which is make decisions. He's been a chief decision maker for over 40 years. His business enterprises, a chief decision maker. That's one of the things he does best. He listens to everyone. He chooses. He makes a decision based on what he's trying to accomplish, what he's trying to achieve. He's the Michael Jordan of presidents. He's the Jim Brown of presidents. He's just that good, that determined. He has that eye of the tiger that we see in these superstars. That drive to just do whatever is necessary to be great, to achieve the objective, to win. So is this a black American spiritual superstar? That's the message that I wanted to share today in this video. We've got to look at why this president is receiving so much resistance. His only offense was standing up and saying he wanted America to be great and he wanted to help America get back on top and have jobs and prosperity and good. Why is that an issue? Why is the corporate world so against that? What vision of America did they have? Do they have? What vision of America has these young people out here tearing up America, tearing down everything America stands for, desecrating our history and our monuments? What vision of America is pushing all this decadence and disbelief, attacking our values? What vision of America is so arrayed against everything this president stands for and tries to achieve? This is what we need to look at, America. Do we believe that America is a gift from God? Or do we believe that America should be arrayed with the forces of evil, the darkness that exists inside of mankind? I believe in America. I have an investment in America. I want America to be great. I want my children and grandchildren to enjoy the benefits of this amazing civilization that has occurred with the formation of America. An amazing civilization. This combination of democracy and free will, and capitalism, being able to go for it. We want that in America. Not this socialism that these young folks are being deceived by. Socialism is just shared poverty. It's like, let the rich be rich. We're gonna take a little bit for them and give it to everybody else, so that you have food, shelter, clothing, health care. Hey, I had that 300 years ago. I had that on the plantation. So that doesn't excite me. That's not what we are about in America. Shared poverty. No, America is about having opportunity to be as good as you can be and do as much as you can do and have as much as you need. That's what America's about. We don't have a problem with not having enough capitalism. I mean, the problem in America is that we have a grafted, corrupt, greedy form of capitalism that restricts our ability to participate in capitalism. That's what we have in America. The lack of capitalism by its citizens. I was in a conversation years ago with some young militants, and I was talking about how socialism didn't have any positive examples of upward mobility, and communism was atheistic, and black folks would never go for that. And I said, and as a capitalist, and boom, they jumped all over me. They said, brother, you are not a capitalist because you don't have any capital. Oh, my feelings were hurt tremendously because I didn't have any capital. I was just talking theory. Well, I'm saying the problem in America today is that the citizens who work, who want to participate in the capitalistic system, who want to better themselves, are being shoved down, pushed out, and held down by this corporate greed, this decadent corporate greed that is undermining the ability for America to be great. And those are the forces that are arrayed against our president. Thank God that we have a superstar president that is committed, that is competent, that is determined, and is striving to make America as great as it can be. Thank you so very much for this audience. Please check out the website, basemind.com, where I've got some articles that give a little more depth of what I'm trying to express. But if you believe that blacks have gone through a unique experience, and that we have this a desire for God and a desire to see America get closer to God, if you believe America has this unique destiny to be a beacon of hope and light for the world, to show the world how it can have the prosperity that they like to come over here and enjoy, they can actually have it back home by being more American-like. If you believe that about America, and if you believe that the believers, those who believe in God, who believe in the Creator, who believe there's a right and a wrong, and choose to be right, if you believe that we are the ones that are given the insight and to make this world better, then please go to basemind.com. Help me help us. Donate, contribute, so that I can spread this message, that I can share this vision, so that we can have the America that our superstar president is striving so hard to create for us. Thanks again for this audience. God bless you. God bless America. God bless the believers. Thank you.